So my Alpha experience, definitely a lot different than I thought it was going to be. So this is my first time ever attending Alpha. I've only been in Alpha for like 4 days. But it was really rushed to get up to it, but everything is so chill here. I love all the workshops. There was like a solo cup flip thing that was really fun. It was definitely like a nice little break. I enjoyed it a lot. Lots of people willing to talk to each other. It's really comfortable. Everyone really does act like a family here. I really do love that.
Great. So I forgot to ask you this because I found out on the floor here, but can you say your first and last name, where do you go to school, and what you're majoring in?
Yeah. So my name is Kennedy Thompson. I am going to Seminole State College in Lake Mary campus. I am in my second year of business administration.
Awesome. Tell me something unique to you. Tell me a little bit about your personality and what makes you unique.
Okay, so I am definitely an opportunist. Anything that gets thrown at me, like for instance Alpha, this convention, my advisor told me about it like literally 4 days before the convention even started, and I was like, yes, I'll do it. Sounds like fun, without really knowing too much about it. And after reading into it more, I fell in love with it. So yes, definitely love opportunity. Personally, to me, I spend a lot of time practicing mixed martial arts. So I'm actually a black belt in judo.
Okay, so when we finish, you're going to do a little move for us.
Oh, you see, these are really tight. Maybe I'll do something else. Maybe.
Okay, we'll figure something out.
Gotcha.
So tell us about martial arts. You said you're a belt?
Black belt?
Okay. Tell me how, like, the hardest thing you had to accomplish personally or to get that, because that's amazing.
The hardest thing, probably an axe kick. An axe kick is so hard to accomplish because you have to be able to have the flexibility and duration to throw your foot all the way to the side of your head and be able to bring it down completely without faltering, falling, or losing that force. That was, even though it's not that hard of a move, probably the most difficult thing for me.
So what did it feel like to earn that black belt? How many years did you practice?
For me, I had done judo, and this has been a couple years ago. I took a break from it. Probably about 10, 12 years.
Amazing. I feel like I know people who are my age still working on their black belt.
Really?
So that's awesome.
I might have gotten a little bit of like an advantage because I'd done it when I was a child.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're a little different or not, but yeah, no, I earned that.
Okay, you earned it.
I earned it.
Okay, so what makes you passionate about your major? Why did you choose your major?
So I was actually originally an undecided, but my mother is my biggest role model in life. She has been dragging me everywhere. She's very involved in real estate. She rose us up from the bottom with the help of my grandmother. We originally, even though we are luckier than most, we came from Puerto Rico. We came to New York, we had nothing. And then they kind of started building themselves off of that. And then my mother and my father went into the military to try and make a name for themselves, but also travel and be able to do the things they wouldn't have been able to do because, unfortunately, we didn't have the income of a proper American citizen. So they did their thing traveling. They had me. I was named after the ship that they met on, Kennedy. But she has created her own business and made her own hours. She is a philanthropist. She talks to people all the time and makes these new connections, like no effort whatsoever. She's just been the biggest role model for me, which made me want to do that too. Be able to study more than she has and be able to create generational wealth so that I can finally make our family comfortable. That's why. Thank you so much.
Parents have to be proud of you. So I talked to you a little bit earlier about RSM, the power of being understood, being you at RSM. Why do you think, what does that mean to you? And why is that important to you to be yourself?
So being you and being yourself. So I had actually struggled with that for a long time, especially when I came to Florida. And so being yourself, I was heavily encouraged not to because I'm very pale. And I was actually kind of bullied into not practicing my culture, not believing in myself, even though that was a huge part of me. I'm Puerto Rican, I'm from Aguadilla, and that is one of the biggest parts of me that I'm so severely proud of. So the fact that I have gone through my whole school career until I got to college being bullied and having to deal with sort of the racist terms of not being able to be a part of my own culture, it kind of destroyed me until I got to college and I became heavily involved in it, and they didn't judge me based off of my skin color and dissuade me from practicing my culture at all. And the fact that you can do that at a business such as RPM is just truly extraordinary. And to be able to participate in actions a part of the business instead of just volunteering for outside activities, heavily inspiring.
Sorry that you had to go through that. Glad you're learning now how to be your true self.
Definitely.
All right. What do you see? What has stood out to you about RSM? What made you come to this group today? Do some research on us and be your next question.
So actually, two very cute little ladies that were participating in the Solo Cup tournament, they asked me to come inside and play a little bit, and I couldn't at the moment, but it looked really cool, and I want to today. And they were just so kind, and they said they just kind of, I was really nervous at that point too, and they kind of got me out of my bubble, and they told me about RSM, and they told me about how much y'all involve yourselves with your culture program and such. And that's really why I came over, because they were just so kind and they told me all about the work environment, and I loved it.
That's amazing. All right, last question. Where do you see yourself in 10 years, professionally or personally?
Professionally or personally? Ooh, okay. So I definitely do have a goal of becoming a venture capitalist. I want to help small businesses grow and be able to help them to an extent where they can become something as amazing as a Fortune 500 company. I love helping people, and professionally, that's where I want to be. But that might be more of a long-term goal. I definitely do want to be a manager in like anything I can possibly help in. So professionally, yes. If I can be a venture capitalist, definitely. If not, I want to be able to help and put my full potential into whatever company I'm at. But just me personally, I want to do gymnastics. That sounds like a lot of fun. I already got judo down, so gymnastics might be my next best bet.
Okay, I want you to look in the camera and I want you to say BU at RSM.
BU at RSM.
And now I need you to stand up and do something for us on camera.
I'm gonna split my pants.
Something that you can't split your pants? Is there like an arm move?
Cool? Cool.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.